The jury has been seated and the Kelsey-Berreth murder trial is officially underway. Her fiancé is accused of killing her and burning her body on his ranch. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Ryan Harrer.
I'm Tom Green. The jury selection finished up just a couple of hours ago. The court then took a short break before opening statements got underway. Taking a live look at the Teller County Courthouse this afternoon, inside the opening statements from both sides, well, that took about an hour each. Witness testimony has now begun. The judge made a decision not to allow cameras inside the courtroom for this trial, has also banned any live tweeting of events from inside the court itself. Kelsey-Berreth was a mother living in Woodland Park when she went missing around Thanksgiving of last year. Investigators believe she was killed by her one-time fiancé and the father of her child, Patrick Frazee. Frazee is accused of beating Berreth to death with a baseball bat and then burning her remains. Much of the prosecution's case relies on a woman named Crystal Lee Kenny, who also dated Frazee and told investigators that she actually helped him clean up the crime scene. Kenny pleaded guilty earlier this year to tampering with evidence and agreed to testify against Frazee at the trial. Investigators have never found Kelsey-Berreth's body. Frazee has pleaded not guilty. The prosecution calls Frazee a master manipulator. The defense appears ready to undermine the credibility of the star witness, Crystal Lee Kenny. Meanwhile, it took most of the week to find a 16-person jury for this trial. Now they have those 16, 9 women and 7 men. 9 News, of course, has crews inside the courtroom. They will continue to bring us the latest, and we expect a live report coming from Teller County within the hour.